the trap say amen. All right, the trap say amen. Okay.
Every person could be you though.
Hi everyone, it's Ms.Milkywayy here, and I am back. We are back. Anyways, and I have a guest with me. Say your name.
You have a guest? All you have to do is just say,
And
I got my brother with me. How's so hard to say you got your brother with you, bruh?
see, people don't know when they getting treated nicely. People don't like it, yo.
I'm your brother. Nice.
Anyways, I got this ninja here with me today, and we are going to be reviewing Lecrae's. Hey, what's the thing called? Hey, let the trap say amen. All right, let the trap say amen. Okay.
Okay. Oh, you crazy.
Guys, we're gonna be reviewing Lecrae's Let the Trap Say Amen with Zaytoven. Zaytoven on the track. Zaytoven. So he dropped this album last week Friday. Disclaimer, we already listened to the album before. Lecrae was that guy. Lecrae and all his members on his Reach Records label and stuff like that. We like to listen to it by ourselves, and then we listen to it together. So I just felt, we felt that we should just do the same, but I really wanted to do a review for you guys. So this is what we gonna do today. Okay. So how we gonna do it? We gonna play the song, get a little bit of feel, and then we're just gonna talk about it and how we felt when we had listened to the song. All right?
Got you. Let's go.
Do you know anything about Zaytoven?
Of course.
Y'all, I didn't know who Zaytoven is.
I learned about Zaytoven mainly because I didn't know him prior to this video, but I learned about Zaytoven because they were, you know how Genius does, I don't know if you know, but Genius does like the deconstructed, where they go with the producers who made like the beats for certain songs. So they did a deconstructed for one of Lil Pump's songs, and I forgot what song it was, but it was like Zaytoven did the beat for Lil Pump. I was like, Zaytoven, I always heard of this guy's name, I just never seen him, and it showed that he played piano and he's a really good piano player.
Yeah.
And then she was going through, and it turns out that this guy's been in the industry for a very long time. Yeah. Made beats for Gucci Mane, made beats for
Waka
Jay-Z, Waka Flocka, a whole bunch of
Everybody.
other people. Like, he's just that go-to guy. Soulja Boy, he did beats too. Where Soulja Boy made that real sus song. He did, yo. He made a real sus song.
What was the sus song?
I'll show you the video after the thing. Remind me.
I think you had shown me before. You showed me so much
What's his name? But anyway, yeah, that's how I heard about it.
Yeah, I didn't know about him until Lecrae was dropping this. And let me tell y'all. Okay, so this is how I felt about this whole project he was dropping. Like, we already know Lecrae had dropped All Things Work Together. So when he said he was dropping this, I'm like, that's very soon. Because, it's been a year.
But if you look at his track record, I went through his track record on Spotify, he's dropped an album almost every year after Anomaly.
I would say after
every year, every 2 years, ever since he came out. Like his very first album.
Yeah.
It was 2 years, dropped the album, a year, dropped the album, 2 years, dropped the album, a year.
After I followed him from his last album from Gravity, that's when I heard about
More
Lecrae.
Than Your Boy.
Yeah, I'm about to get into that right now, but after he dropped Gravity, I was listening to Lecrae consistently, and I feel like out of everybody in Reach Records and other people who are not even in Reach Records, all the other rappers, I'm not talking about in the secular industry, I'm talking about in the CHH industry. Like, I would say he's the most consecutive guy that drops music.
Consistent.
Yeah, he's very consistent, and I like that about Lecrae. And I also like that. Anyways, let me just play and then we'll get into it. But yeah, the first song is Get Back Right. This was the first single he dropped. Yeah, this song go hard, yo.
I got something to say about it though. About every song.
Yeah, me too.
I think I have to say this before. I think I have to say it before. I don't think I can't wait to the end.
Go ahead.
By the time, how many songs on the album?
13.
By the time it got to song 10,
Dang.
who wife broke up with them? No. By the time it got to like 9 or 10, I started to get bored.
No, by 10? Oh, let me tell you where I got bored. I got bored by song 4. Song 4. I'm not even lying. I got bored by song 4.
I'll tell you why I get bored. I'll tell you why I got bored. I think I have to say this before. I think I can't say it.
Go ahead, say it. Me too. I want to say it, but I was like, yo, let me see how
I think I gotta
out.
say it before.
Go ahead.
I gotta let people know how I feel up front. To preface everything about the album in general and how I feel about Lecrae, we love Lecrae. We love everything that he's done. And when I first heard of Andy Mineo, we're both Christians, so to see a Christian rapper, you know, and I don't even like to call it Christian.
Yeah, don't even.
I really don't.
Don't.
I'm just saying that for the.
But just say sea change.
A lot of other people don't associate him as Christian. Or we don't associate him as an actual rapper or whatever. Whatever it means, but whatever. Him as a rapper of Christian faith, let's put it that way, even though it's literally the same thing I'm saying.
Yeah.
We got both introduced to this whole world of CHS and hip hop in general. For me, I got introduced to hip hop through Andy Mineo. And when I found out of, I don't know, you probably heard of Lecrae before, but I didn't know about Lecrae prior to Andy Mineo. When I heard of Andy Mineo, then I was like, okay, 116, what's this all about? And then that's when I found out about Lecrae and did more research and blah, blah, blah. And I got exposed to Lecrae, so I was like, okay. So I've always messed with Lecrae. Lecrae, my top 2 guys from Reach Records right now is Lecrae and Andy Mineo. Okay, those will always be my guys. She's been listening to like Tripley. And,
I listen to everybody.
What's his face again?
Tadashi.
Talechi.
Tadashi. Oh, we're waiting for Neverfull. We're waiting.
Lecrae been dropping albums every single year. Where you at?
Everybody's been dropping singles.
I know he's been dealing with stuff with his family and personal stuff.
My thing is how
I get it, but
he's been promoting, and my thing is I feel bad because the fans are dropping off, and he don't get as much, hype on his stuff. And
no, because you're bringing in new people like What Up RG, and 1K and all them. That's a whole other conversation.
Yeah.
Long story short, what I'm trying to say is, we like Lecrae, I like Lecrae, and I like what he does with his album, and what sets him apart from other rappers in general. Because Lecrae, I respect him. If you were to put him against other rappers like around
in the spectrum,
Lecrae is one of my favorite rappers, hands down. It's Lecrae, Andy Mineo, Logic, Kendrick Lamar, K. Dot, and J. Cole are like my main guys that I really like and listen to all the time, right? So I put them all in the same category, put them all in the circle because they're all equally as talented. NF every now and again, but every now and again certain things, because NF can freestyle, he can spit.
He's good. No, he's great.
He's a good rapper.
I just don't.
But the thing is though, what I've always liked about Lecrae's albums were the creative approach, where he would have a very typical song that you could bang to, like you could be like, hey, like I'm getting lit. And he also had other songs that had different styles on it. And that's why I say Church Close 3 is my favorite from him, because it had a nice R&B twist, a soul twist, or whatever. And I know what he was trying to do with this album. It's called Let the Trap Say Amen for a reason.
Okay, wait, hold on. Before you even go on talking about Let the Trap Say Amen, since we're talking about how we found out about Lecrae, for me, we used to go to Battle Cry. This thing called Battle Cry, where we meet, different performers and just an event for young people. And the first time I heard about Lecrae was on the BET channel thing. The first song I heard was Confession of a Billionaire. That was the song, but that didn't really tug me. I didn't like rap. You can ask him. I hated rap. I didn't like it at all. And until we saw Andy Mineo at Battle Cry, and I was like, okay, maybe I can dig this dude. So Andy Mineo is my guy. Like, he's the one that actually kind of changed my perspective on rap, because Andy Mineo, I don't even know how to describe him or his music.
Tripley more than your guy. Andy Mineo is my guy. I don't even front.
No, the reason why I'm saying he's my guy, not my guy on your level. He's my guy because he introduced me to it.
I got you.
Not on your level. I have plenty of other guys, okay? But Lecrae is my dude.
Caleb Mitchell.
Okay, yeah.
Derek Minor.
Guys, y'all, I like so much rappers in the CHH industry, and I feel like I listen to more rappers besides the ones on Reach Records. I listen to Paris Chariz, Caleb Mitchell, Derek Minor when he left, Sho Baraka. I even listen to people on the West Coast like John Giss, Belief, Bruce Lynn, Brandon P. Yo, I listen, but y'all, that guy, and I've always liked his music because it was always truthful.
Yeah.
And us not being born here, I feel like he kind of introduced me to this whole Black history thing.
He did, yeah.
Because he would always talk about it in his music, and I'm like, what is he talking about? And if it wasn't for Lecrae, y'all, I don't think I would have understand or appreciate Black history
is
more.
just as much of a big part of the hip hop community than more people think.
He is.
And if you actually look at the hip hop community as a spectrum, Lecrae grew up in the hip hop community. He grew up under all these people, Biggie, Pac, all these dudes. He grew up underneath these guys. So all of these famous rappers, man, like Ice Cube, all of them, Dr. Dre, all of them, he grew up on them. Eazy-E, Nas, all of those guys.
Everybody.
He grew up listening to these people, so it's like they, Snoop Dogg, the list goes on. And he grew up in this community. I read a lot of his books too.
Yeah, I'm still reading it, and it's really good.
His book kind of explains the whole culture. Yeah. And Lecrae kind of introduced me into the hip hop scene, and which prompted me to learn more about Tribe Called Quest.
And I learned about De La Soul and Tribe Called Quest because of Lecrae.
Because of Lecrae, because he would always mention them in his songs.
And that's why I appreciate Lecrae. He's very. And I started listening to Miseducation of Lauryn Hill because of Lecrae. I knew about Lauryn Hill before, kind of, but I didn't know much about her now that I did back then because of Lecrae. Yeah, he's just great. He's a political rapper. I love him. I really do. And people don't like him because he's mainstream. And I'm talking about the people in the Christian.
We're gonna get to that.
Yeah. Want to move on, or
the main point I'm trying to make was just to give my general how I feel about the album before we talk about every song.
Yeah.
Is this album, I would say, is not one of his best work. And for one or two reasons. By like the 8th song or so, I started to get bored. Because the point of this album was very simple. Let the trap say amen. So it's about trap music. It's solely about trap music. I already knew by the title that almost every track on this song was going to be straight up
and they just run right into each other.
Atlanta trap. That's what it was going to be. Gonna have that nice East Coast Atlanta trap vibe. I already knew it was going to have that. So every song, because it was almost the same, I felt like I was listening to the same song. Yeah. Every time. Yeah, I was getting lit or whatever. And I was actually listening to the lyrics too to hear what he was talking. But of course, Lecrae is doing what he does with his lyrics. He threw some shade at some people. We'll get to that. He threw some shade at some people. He mentioned some things. He's never ashamed to even talk about God.
He doesn't hold back.
Any of this. But I just don't like when people bash on him because as the Christian community,
the Christian community bashes on him more than the people outside there. And y'all. One of the main reasons why I wanted to do this video is because I needed to rant about this topic, and whenever Lecrae is concerned, we always are talk about it in the house because we just been seeing people coming crazy in the comment section. Like people don't think people.
Oh, Lecrae sold his soul to the devil.
Yeah.
Like the man is a musician. He's not allowed to collab with other musicians.
Seriously, and this is the reason why we're in the place that we are now. And in this album. The reason I don't like the album, okay, let me say I don't like, okay. I didn't really love the album like all of other Lecrae's past albums, but the reason why I love why he did this, I can't speak today. The reason why I like why he did this album is because he's trying to break barriers. Let the Trap Say Amen. On his album cover, he has the trap house and he has the church right next to each other. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to, and there's a song, what's it called? Two Sides or something like that it's called? Two Sides of the Game.
That's a very important song because it, we can get to it. I was hearing what they were talking about it.
This one's Preach.
Preach. I think I like this one. I got the preach. It sounds like if he's, I got the keys.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Keys.
I got a Jesus piece that he said on.
I got the God in you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Preach. I mean, Zaytoven does what Zaytoven does, and I listen to a lot of his other tracks.
That happened.
And very typical style. He always goes in with his beats. He has a very modern style to his beats, but also early 2000s type of sound to it as well, like with some stuff he did with Gucci Mane and all that. So I mean, like Amanda was saying, like breaking barriers. I think that was very important because he wanted to show that like there's also tons of pictures on Google with him and Waka Flocka just in the room talking. Like there should be more of that. Like you have Lecrae from the Christian community, and you got Waka Flocka who's not from the Christian community, but they're both rappers, and they've both been in the game just as long, and they both had their own experiences in the industry. And for them to come in and just be able to be in the same room and talk to each other just like regular dudes, how it should be, which I think there's something powerful to that. And first of all, this just shows that, like, because Waka Flocka came on here, he had a verse. He was
on Preach?
No, he wasn't on Preach.
Which one?
He was on
I knew I heard other voices on there, but I didn't. On the whole album, but I didn't know.
I knew it was him. I recognize.
I don't know much of his stuff. Like I see, I never used to listen to rap, so.
Yeah, he's in two sides of the game.
Two sides, and who else? I know I heard other people.
Queso James, I don't know who that is.
Was there any other people on the album? No.
Just Waka Flocka, Lecrae, and Queso James. I mean, how'd you feel about the song? I mean, it's not much to say about the song. The beat was the beat. The beat was the beat.
Yeah, the beat was the beat.
That's why I kind of just wanted to summarize the album as a whole because everything was pretty much the same.
The beat was okay. Let's pick up the songs that we liked. Okay.
So two sides. What I heard is that one of the hooks they were talking about how police would take drugs, the same drugs that they're taking off of people, and sell it and make money off of the same drugs that they're taking off of people.
I didn't hear that one.
It was there. It was in the song. The title of the song itself, more or less, could be represented as there's two sides to everything. Mm-hmm. Two sides to how I do things. Two sides to how you do things. Two sides to every single thing that exists on Earth. There's like two sides to it.
I see the verse you're talking about.
Yeah, you see it? Yeah. Okay, so.
Yeah.
You get rich off the dope
if you let them tell it.
Yep.
Get a scale and a boat, weigh it up and sell it. They got rich off of Kush if you let them tell it.
They ain't gonna tell it. There's two sides to the game, yeah.
And that's why I appreciate Lecrae, because he always talks about the things that people don't really like to talk about. Mm-hmm. Especially in the Christian community. Mm-hmm. People like to act like they have it all together, but they really don't. And if people put Waka Flocka and Lecrae together, you will see that they're the same people. It's just that one person speaking about this and the other person speaking about this. But Lecrae has been through some stuff. More than he even told us in his book. Okay? Mm-hmm. So
Lecrae was on the streets. Not in a battle. I mean, he grew up with his family and all that, but
yeah,
he was out there. You know what I mean? He was out there. There's a lot of temptations, a lot of trials, a lot of different things that he had to face. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I mean, the thing that I appreciated about the song was just the collaboration. It was a good song. All the beats were lit. Because if you want to get lit, you can just put this album on shuffle.
I have to be, like I'm saying, I have to be in the mood, like a turn up mood to listen to this album.
I do. Yeah.
Because honestly,
this is an album I would play in my life.
Me personally, I'm not really a fan of trap and trap music. And the reason why I'm not really a fan of trap because that whole, the whole Jersey Club thing, and
but whole Jersey Club is different than trap.
It's different. It is, but it's just that stuff turns me off.
But Jersey Club and trap shouldn't be in the same sentence.
No, but I'm not even. Trap is not my go-to. I don't feel like I like other styles of music. I just don't like trap.
You listen to trap all the time, you know.
No, but I don't like this trap. Where the 808s and the what you call it?
Listen to trap all the time.
No, I don't.
Bro, what do you think? Look, Lecrae's album had trap on it last year.
Which one?
What do you mean?
Which song?
Mandy. If I ever took a loss, I learned a lesson. That is trap music.
But it was different.
It's trap, Mandy.
It was different.
Mandy, it's trap, bro.
But I don't like this trap.
Mandy, it's the trap. Look, Neverland had trap on it.
No, but I don't like this one. I'm talking about the one where the beat is the same.
Well, that style was the same throughout the whole thing.
That's what I'm trying to say. The style was the same. Maybe that's what I'm trying to say. I didn't like the style. The style was the same.
Just that type. It was no variation to the trap.
Yeah.
It sounds like because most trap music is made like at 140 BPM, and half of that, almost every song there's 140 BPM.
Okay, well let me.
1, 2, 3, 4, boom, boom. It's the same type of stuff all the time, but
it was the same style, I would say, going across the board on this album.
There's no variety. You see, that's what I'm saying with.
I know, except for that one song. I can't remember which one it was.
Towards the end, I think it was by.
Mommy was in the car with me. She's like, "Hey, he's trying to pull up a reggae thing." You heard it? Dun. I'm like, but there was so much more they could have added to that, and I was like,
because you see, look, cause you remember
Face palm. Like,
you have Zaytoven making every beat. That's his style. That's what he does. That's what he does.
I didn't like the style. That's what kind of, and like me, when I listen to Lecrae, I love to listen to his words. But because the music was the way how it was on the album, it kind of turned me off from listening. Except
because I will tell you why.
Why?
I will tell you why.
Why?
Because every single beat on the song reminded you of radio music.
I don't like it.
And it turned you off because like, why did this sounds like radio music? This doesn't sound like Christian music.
No, that's not what I was thinking. But I know what you mean though. But that's not what I was thinking.
If you go look at and listen to Anomaly, the presence on that album is different than Let the Trap Say Amen.
I know, but
for a reason.
I know it's for, that's what, Matthew, you don't gotta tell me, I know.
I'm not trying to defend her, I'm not trying to say you wrong.
No, I know.
I'm just saying.
I know everything that you're saying, and I know what you're thinking, I get that. I'm just saying I didn't really care for it, but I know why it was the way it was, and that's why I appreciate it for what it was. But I just personally don't like trap. You don't see me listening to Eskidi and all that nonsense. I don't listen to it. But you saying that how
you're associating trap with a whole bunch of trash rappers. You listen to trap all the time. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Okay, you can't say that you don't like trap, but you like trap artists in the CCCHH community.
When is hip hop trap?
Bro, Mandy.
When is hip hop trap? Isn't
hip hop has a whole bunch of subgenres to it. Trap is one of them.
But the stuff that I listen to is not trap.
Mandy.
Give me a definition.
1K Few is trap.
Yeah, but I don't listen
What
to
Up
hip hop.
RG is trap.
I know that.
Gazelle is trap.
Matthew, I know What Up RG and 1K Few is straight up trap.
Gazelle is trap. You know how many trap beats this man made? On Trillium 3, you know how much trap
beats? But he adds other stuff to it, so it sounds different.
It's still a trap beat.
I would associate trap to the mumble rappers,
and
I won't associate trap to whatever you're trying to say I'm associated to. What I'm trying to say is I don't like this style on this album.
I got you on that. I'm not arguing for what you said on that. I'm just trying to address the point that you said that I don't like trap music. Okay. I just don't like trap, but you listen to trap every day.
Can I give my definition of trap? What? My definition of trap is this. Just things that don't go nowhere.
But that's
okay. Now you're telling me I did not know that people like Aha and all the other Lecrae songs and Triplet songs was trap.
Straight up trap, bro.
Okay.
Yeah,
but not all of them are. Not all
songs are trap. But there is, look, trap goes in a couple ways. You have trap beats, you have trap culture, and you have trap lyrics, alright? Yeah. So you have a trap flow. Like Migos uses a trap flow. Gucci Mane is one of the first people who started to make trap popular, right? Trap music, the rapping style. Migos took a lot of their, you know, the whole Gucci Mane used to do that a lot in his songs, right? And we know Gucci and all those other people that used to rap like that, Migos and all those guys got that flow from him, from those artists. But they have trap beats, and you have the trap artists who mainly there's a culture behind trap, right? Aha makes trap beats, right? He makes trap beats. Lecrae rapped over some trap beats. KD rapped on trap beats.
But you know why I feel like it? Why I personally feel like it's not like chop because they add other stuff to it. So I kind of feel like
the core beat itself is trap. Not everything, because that's what I'm saying, not everything is trap. You have some more experimental hip hop sounds, some traditional hip hop sounds.
Yeah, but those are the songs that I like, but I don't. The songs
you have new age hip hop, you got old school hip hop.
So you're saying the music of today solely revolves around trap now?
Not everything, because there's certain artists who go certain. Okay,
if you're talking about where rap is concerned.
Where hip hop right now, what's hot right now is trap. Okay, you look at
the trap is with all the
that's trap.
That's trap.
That doesn't
with the triplets.
It doesn't only make it. That's not the only thing that makes it trap. But what makes trap very popular is 808s, certain beat patterns, certain rhythmic patterns with the rapping, and the flow has a certain rhythmic patterns which uses a lot of triplets in it, like the one in the puppet. That's a lot of trap stuff. But
Well,
all of that makes up what is trap. It's not just one individual thing that makes trap what it is.
See, okay, well, now that
artists
you're
like
explaining it to
you got
me.
Trippie Redd, he's a trap artist. You got Lil Sky, a trap artist. Okay, all of them, Lil Pump, Robbie and Corday. But even though he can do old school hip hop as well if he wants to.
In my head, I just had a different definition of trap. But now that you're explaining it, then yeah, I do listen to trap. But I just didn't like the style on this album because. Maybe I just don't like things that just sound the same. Like, it just felt like it was going nowhere.
Yeah, I agree with you.
That's why I felt, but I understood and I understand why that Lecrae did it and he chose to do this whole collaboration in the first place. Because honestly, whether we like it or not, Lecrae is mainstream. He is mainstream now. And a lot of people in the Christian community don't like that. I remember one time, when he did that collab with Ty Dolla $ign. And I told you what the lady did. She was like, oh, I ripped up all his tickets and all his CDs. Oh, like, seriously? Same thing they did with Tasha Cobbs with Nicki Minaj. Like, you're expecting me, they're musicians. At the end of the day, they're musicians. That's the common ground. You expect them not to.
I'm a musician myself. You mean to tell me if right now I have this argument with my mom all the time. I don't like putting labels on like, oh, this is Christian or this is secular. I don't like to really do that. I like to say if the person is a Christian artist, they're allowed to make hip hop. If the person is a Christian, a Christian of faith, they're allowed to make rock music. They're allowed to make, like, their faith is Christianity. Doesn't mean that they can't make a hip hop song. Doesn't mean that you can't make a rock song. Doesn't mean that you can't make a metal song or a screamo song. What's important is that your message is throughout whatever you're saying, which is what Lecrae does all the time, is that Jesus is being reflected through that. Or positivity and things of the Christian faith is being reflected through your music. So you don't necessarily have to say God or Jesus all the time. But if you, okay, here's where I have an issue. If you identify as Christian, right, and some people will debate with me on this. Some people will disagree with me on this, and that's fine. That's a whole nother conversation. But for me, if you're a Christian person and you say you uphold and you follow a Christ-like path, and you're rapping and you're cussing all the time, to me that doesn't make sense. Yeah. Now a lot of people argue with me and disagree with me that cursing is just a vocal and verbal expression. I've heard different points that people made. Some of it makes sense. Some of it is bollocks to me. I know some Christians who do use certain curse words to express certain things, and the subject of cursing is very debatable amongst the community because it's a long subject on that. It's just that I personally do not like to curse. I make up my own curse words, right? I make up my own expressions. There were times that I have cursed in my life, but it wasn't at times where it was like, sometimes I got angry and I said a curse word in my head that I didn't even mean to say out loud. And I was just like, you know what, look, I gotta watch myself. I gotta watch what I say, what I listen to, what I expose myself to.
Curse words, especially, you know how curse words are always seen as just explicit words. Yeah. So like, I don't understand, like what you're saying, I don't understand how Christians can use words like that, because to the outside, that's what the words are used for, explicit language. So they don't expect. I mean, the outside world outside the Christian community considers cursing explicit anyway. Yeah. Or else they would not put an explicit warning on the album. And say, oh, it's censored, or if it was censored. Why do you think people censor it? Because it's taboo. So I just feel like, I mean, if you already view it that way, then, Yeah. I don't know, man. Some people will debate with me on that. It's whatever. Wait, how we even get here? That's what I'm trying to say. Like, going song by song, I think doesn't make sense. No, I said how we even get here. No, we're not going song by song. I'm trying to find a song that I liked. I think it was. The reason I said I liked them all because they were all just the same thing to me. None of them were distinctively different. The one I did not like was Holy Water. Yeah. I didn't like the flow. That one kind of confused me a little bit. Holy Water. Hold on. I think this one I had liked. Yeah, I like this one. I love Plugged In. I like that one. Holy Water. I didn't care for that song, but I kind of like the beat on this one, but I didn't care for the Holy Water. It's not too bad, but it's just what I would commend Lecrae with. I won't dog on him because I'm not dogging on him. No. I'm not even saying you are. I'm not saying you saying I am. I'm just saying I'm not dogging on him. I'm not dogging on him. I'm just saying I can commend him because he fit the style of music. Yeah. Okay, the flows that fit that type of rapping, Lecrae is able to. Okay. Compared to Tadashi, he seemed like a fish out of water trying to rap on a trap beat. Y'all, the song that I think forget what song it was. I think it was the one that he did with 1K. I can't remember, but Tadashi is trying. He's trying.
Light work, right? The 116.
Oh, I didn't know.
Oh, what? That's my song, but that's a trap song too.
I didn't really care for it.
What? That's my song.
No,
man.
I didn't care for it. And like people like Tadashi.
Andy's verse on that song was just. Andy's verse on that song.
Andy's verse on any song is always lit.
Listen to it again.
That's the thing. I didn't listen to it. I didn't spend as much time with it.
Listen to it again. Listen to it again.
But yeah, Tadashi couldn't. I don't think Tadashi can. I don't like putting limits on people. I don't like saying, oh, this person can't do this. I just don't see him fitting.
Tadashi is like a fish out of water. Okay, it's like trying to put Eminem on a trap beat. It's like don't make no sense because Eminem, he's not that type of rapper. To me, I'm not saying that he can't rap it because to be honest, doing a trap style rap flow for Eminem is light work. It's not hard. Because Eminem is notably one of the best rappers in history. He's on that list, right? Most notably for his speed and his quick thinking, and he was the one that made rapping fast a cool thing, okay? So, it's not a big deal for him, but like, he even released a new album, right? Eminem.
He comes out with music?
Mm-hmm. Nas released a new album too, actually.
I heard about that.
And the thing is, they stuck to a very familiar style of beat. They weren't trying to be modern for modern's sake because there's no need. Mm-hmm. It's just that like certain artists, when they try to do modern trap, rapping over modern trap beats, it doesn't work for them because it doesn't fit their. Like for instance, if you look at somebody Lil Pump, hopping up the road to skating, that's all he's doing. And if you look at somebody like Joyner Lucas, right? What I like what he does, like he throws shade on everybody. He takes all those same trap beats and actually raps over them and actually puts actual lyrics to them. He would do stuff like that just to show that it was possible to actually rap over these trap beats. Yeah. But the style that's with the trap beats now, if Tadashi were to try to do it that way, it doesn't work. So I would say the best approach is for him to be himself on those beats. And I feel like people will appreciate him more if he just be himself. Not saying stick to the old ways. Not saying that you can't be modern either, but like. But sometimes it doesn't work for you though. Some things don't work for everybody. I feel you. You know, certain clothes just don't fit right for certain people. Yeah. But then other clothes do. You know what I mean? Like me without a beard is a no-no. Mm-hmm. Right? If I shave, it don't look right on me. Alright? So, would you consider Social Club trap? Of course they're trap. Social Club is trap, and they also do a lot of other experimental stuff as well. But so does Aha, but you don't see it that way. No, he does as well. But the majority of his songs are trap beat. I would say he has more of like a Louisiana type feel. I don't know what they call it, bounce. I think it's bounce. He has a lot of trap influences on his song. Yeah. Anyway. It may not be fully trap, but he has a lot of trap. The one. Because trap beats relate on a certain specific hi-hat pattern, a specific keyboard or melody pattern, normally like 3 or 4 notes, some background strings or some brass or something like that, a synthesizer or whatever, some 808s that are 808s are the defining part of it, and also the specific drum patterns, the bass patterns. So all of that is important to it. The other song that I liked from this album was Yet. Because he was throwing like a lot of stuff in there. I was laughing. I was like, what? All of them start the same way. Yeah, they do. Which is what it is. You know? But yeah, that's Yet. The reason why I liked it, because let me find the verse. Oh, another thing too, like, for her to talk about with two sides is that Walker rapped a whole verse without cursing. I said, and wait, they can do it. They can do it, but I just feel like somebody was telling me it's not trap music. It's not rap music if you don't curse. Yeah, somebody was telling me, cursing. It ain't hip hop and those cursing. Cursing is part of the culture. It is. I was trying to listen to Ludacris's like one of his like older albums from the early 2000s, and I was like, what? No, man, I don't like it. LL Cool J's albums were like that. The only rapper from the 90s that one of the rappers in the 90s that never cursed really on their songs was Will Smith. Where's the line, man? I can't find it. But yeah, I just liked it because it's seen that he's not done yet. Because a lot of people like to write Lecrae off and say, oh, he shouldn't try this, oh, he shouldn't do that. But he's like, I'm not done. Oh, the one I liked, I can't remember. It was like,
I could be on the road or something like that instead of at home liking pictures on Instagram. Something he was saying. Something I was like, oh yeah, I like that. I can't remember. All in all the songs in the album was the same. Of course, the lyrics were a little bit different. I think it was Cam Block. It was the one I kind of had like
I'll give it a 3.5 out of 5.
3.5. I kind of give it a.
I give it a 3.5 out of 5.
I give it a 3. I give it a 3 because it wasn't Lecrae's best. My favorite album from Lecrae is Anomaly because I low-key can relate and I just liked it. And
mine is Church Close 3.
I vibe with that.
All day, every day, man.
I love Church Close 3 too.
I'm sorry, but nothing beats Uncomfortable for me. Not yet.
No, but if you go back and listen to Lecrae's Gravity album, that album was lit. It was lucky lit. I was like, hey, oh my, I love it off that song off the album. The song I love.
The song you love. What do you mean?
The song I liked off that album the most was Tell the World, Tell It, I'ma tell it everywhere I go, Tell the World, Tell It. With Molly music, that's how I heard
That's
about
what Tyrone
Molly
was talking about with me.
Listen, I don't care. Honestly.
I just use it as a joke. Come on.
Yeah, no, I'm saying I don't care what people have to say. Especially people on the outside. They be like, whenever you tell them what you're listening to, I'm listening to CHH. Why is that? And then you tell them, oh, it's a rapper that raps about because I personally don't like saying Christian rap because it kind of puts them in a box and people shut it off.
I don't like to I'm like, oh, he's a rapper that raps about God. Who's Lecrae? Oh, he's a rapper that raps about God.
He's a rapper. He's a rapper.
He's a rapper that raps about God. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah, and then they put him in a box and push him to the side, never give it a try.
I'm like, cool.
And I liked it. I liked this collab with Zaytoven because it kind of, I was going to some comment sections and stuff like that, and I kind of opened up other people who don't even know about Lecrae.
People who know Zaytoven and that are Zaytoven fans are gonna be like,
who's Lecrae?
Who he? What he did?
Yeah.
Who he? What he did?
And I also, he won a BET award. He won a BET award with his Tori Kelly song. I don't really like that song, but whatever. But I will find you.
Oh, it's trash.
No.
I don't like that song.
I don't like it.
I don't like it at all.
If you ask somebody, do you know Lecrae? Yeah. And they will say, I'll find you.
Oh, didn't he rap with Tori Kelly?
Yeah.
Like, I will find you.
But yeah, guys.
He's okay.
Yeah, I just like the moves that Lecrae's making. I will always be a Lecrae fan.
Money moves. Okay,
yeah, he always making money moves, and I like it because he's showing and he's kind of making a step like, hey, I'm Christian, but I'm chilling with these people too. Like, just because I'm Christian doesn't mean I have to be over here.
Doesn't mean.
And I know some other rappers were coming for Lecrae's neck about that too. I guess I don't know if they were jealous or they're upset, but I don't know. But I just like the collabs he's
So
making.
them were like, if you let the devil in, he gonna take. I'm like,
if you give the devil an inch, she get the ruler. Like,
I'm like, come on now, man. Like, you tell me.
You really think Jesus gonna be sitting up in there talking to the people in the church that's already been saved? No, he gotta go there and get more.
If Lecrae could show people that on the outside that, hey, like, oh yeah, I'm Christian, but he chilling, like he just like me.
And he's
like, we chilling, like we both real Negroes.
And Lecrae, he's like, honestly, when all this hate and stuff, he's just so over it. He just be chilling. Like, I feel like he's the most humble person I've ever seen. You can to his concerts and stuff. But you were on the fence a little bit with Lecrae until you went to the concert.
Yeah, until I went to the concert. I was on the fence. I was like, I need to see what she's doing.
Yeah, people are always on the fence with Lecrae, but I feel like if people forget about Lecrae, they forget about the CHH industry. So I'm kind of happy that he's doing his thing.
No, he's carrying the team. Just like a Fortnite squad. He's
really carrying everybody.
Lecrae is like LeBron right now, okay? Lecrae like Messi, bro. Lecrae like all them people carrying all them teams right now. Because honestly, in my opinion, ain't nobody talking about KB. KB, my guy. I like KB.
Sadly.
Look, this is the truth, okay? I'm not saying this in a disrespectful way, but ain't nobody talking about KB.
Nobody's talking about KB.
Ain't nobody talking about Trip.
People are forgetting about Trip.
The only people who talking about Trip and KB are like hardcore Trip and KB fans.
Honestly,
KB made it clear that that's not his scene, that's not his mission, that's not what he's trying to do.
Yeah.
And KB doesn't sugarcoat anything either.
Yeah,
he's very, very adamant and very profound. But he probably, I would say, he probably is more Bible-based rapper than Lecrae.
Chip Lee and KB, they're both pastors.
I would say they're both Bible-based rappers.
They're more into the word more than. I'm not saying Lecrae's not into the word.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that that's what they kind of preach about more, speak about more in their songs. Also, Uncle Reese, like he's more of a worshiper. Like he raps, not them, but he's more of a worshiper. So like you feel him on that. But Lecrae, he's for the people. I'm not saying they're not for the people, but he's for the people.
Look,
and he's not leaving God.
My thing is, I believe the honest truth is with AHA leaving 116.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, I believe the truth is that there's a lot of things that he wanted to do in a lifestyle that he was living that didn't fit the mold.
What lifestyle
or the
he was living?
Not a bad lifestyle. I'm not trying to say that. It's just, remember, he grew up with a certain culture that still keeps him to this day. Right? There's still certain scenes that he goes to. There's still certain things that he does because that's his culture and that's not going to change anytime soon. Yeah. Right? Man's like 23 or something like that. 24,
he's young.
Right? So that's not really going to change anything right now. And the way how he raps and the things he talks about, I feel like he's a guy that doesn't want to be held back with what he has to say. And I feel like if he's a guy that if you're going to try to hold me back, then I'm just going to do this myself. Thank you for the push. Thank you for helping me get out there.
And guys, AHA, if you landed on this video because Lecrae and all that stuff, just let you know, AHA has been in the scene way before Lecrae had made him known. I knew about AHA before Social Club 2. I knew about AHA, but I kind of didn't really get with him until I saw the news that he signed to Reach. And for some reason, it didn't really set with me because AHA is just he's such a complex person. With his music, with his message he's trying to put out, and he's young. Reach wasn't ready for that. And some people were saying that Lecrae was doing what he did for Derek Minor by giving him a push and then letting him go. I don't know.
And when you talk about artists like, okay, What Up RG he's more like the Christian alternative of Lil Pump, but better.
Yeah. But
better than him because he actually can rap sometimes. But there's other tracks that just like didn't do much for me. Yeah. Especially lyrically.
And I feel like they just signed RG just so they just can get those other people, the younger,
get his fans, really.
Get his fans, and people like 1K, like. But don't get us wrong.
I like that he's on board, and I want to see what he does, and how
I just don't want them to be like an MC Hammer. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, they only just do these, and this is what they stick to, but they don't really hear much about them.
They're not. Remember, but plus, they're not. Look, that's what I'm trying to say. That's why Andy is like my guy. The only other equivalent outside of the CHH community that's like Andy Mineo, or I would say that are on the same page as Andy Mineo creatively, is K-Dot, right? J. Cole, Logic, Childish Gambino. All of them have a way how they create their music where they can do a little bit of this, they can do a little bit of that, they can do a little bit of this, they can do a little bit of that. You look at Childish Gambino, Donald Glover, he can do a little trap if he want to, right? You can do a little bit of old school hip hop, you can do a little bit of singing, you can do a little bit of whatever thing. They make a whole new style it's different.
And this is one of the reasons why I kind of listen to more rappers out of Reach Records. I listen to people like Belief and Dream Junkies with John Gibbs and Ruslan and Belief. Like, their stuff is different.
They have like a jazz hop.
Yes, and I like stuff like that. And it's very chill, it's laid back. Caleb Mitchell, Paris Chariz, like, they're different. And plus, they're young. So I guess that's why Reach wanted to sign on people like 1K and RG. But I just hope they last long. Because people are not really speaking, but as much as we would like them to, people are starting to forget about Trip Lee, KB, and Tadashi.
We know why Trip Lee's not really out working too much.
Yeah, his condition.
Guessing, his mission, I feel like if that phase in his life, he's done what he wanted to do. And now he's trying to really focus on something else.
And I feel like he's been good for his time. Like, he ran a good...
Yeah, he ran a good run.
I'm saying that he's done. Oh, I would go pay to see Trip Lee and all them do a reunion. I would pay. I feel like...
tour. Can we have that?
Please! Lecrae, anybody, if y'all watching this,
can we have please!
That? An Honor Shame tour. Didn't they have that once? They had it once, I think.
It's gonna sell out so much tickets, yo.
I like that.
Bring some guests. You know what I'm saying? Bring social club. You know, bring wordplay. Even though I know they kind of wishy-washy with wordplay because
Stephen Malcolm, bring some type.
Bring some couple record people. Bring some what you call what's his name? Benja.
That's pretty much it for this album. There's nothing really much to say about this album, but besides the message, or I guess the moves Lecrae was trying to make with this, and I think he did it. I love that he's out there. I like that he's breaking barriers and building bridges. I love it. I love the collab. I just won't be having this album on repeat because it's just not my favorite, and I don't like this style. Style was the same to me, and it is what it is. I love Lecrae. I really do. I love all of them, and yeah, that's pretty much it. If you had liked this review slash just a review, not much a reaction, discussion review, let me know in the comment section down below. If you want to see us react to any more albums, anything in the Reach Records industry, or CHH, discuss whatever, or discuss an old album, what may have you, we gonna try to fulfill it for y'all in the comment section, so let me know. Trying to build a nice community here, guys. Yes, let me know. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new. Welcome to my channel. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching. Milky Way and
Blackmaster
out.